Hey, what's up, my friends? So, welcome back to the month of January 2022 for this month's price action analysis. So, I want to kick things off right with the stock market. So, looking at the stock markets, this is the S&P 500. So, looking at the daily time frame, right, I just zoom out a little bit. You can see that this market, right, has been a long-term uptrend. In fact, if you look back all the way back to 2008, right, it's still in a long-term uptrend. And many people are wondering, man, Rainer, why is this so, man? The jobs, people are losing jobs, COVID caused many businesses to close down, but then the stock market still rallies like nobody business. And the reason is simple. It's because the Fed is printing money. They're printing trillions of dollars, right, at an unprecedented rate. And a lot of this money is moving into the stock markets, right? And that's why you see the stock markets over the last decade or so, it's been pretty much in a steady uptrend. And there's really no point trying to fight the Fed. You will not win them. Their money is like in trillions of dollars. Your money is probably the most that give you a few million, assuming some of you are millionaires, right? So there's no way we can fight the Fed. So we will trade along the side of least resistance. So looking at the S&P 500, if you look at the daily time frame, what do you see? Clearly, the stock market is in an uptrend. So clearly, we want to look for buying opportunities. Don't think of, shorting the market. Don't think of, buying puts, thinking, the market is going to collapse. Because, again, more money flowing into the stock markets will lead to higher prices in the long run. I have no idea how long this can go on, right? It's not sustainable, right? If you always keep printing money to get your way out of trouble. But again, I'm a trader. I'm not an economist. I just simply trade what I see, not what I think. Okay, so moving on, right? Let's have a look at a few trading opportunities in the stock market. The first one is this particular stock over here, FTNT, Fortinet. Okay, so this one over here, you can see that this stock, I'm just going to zoom out a little bit. You can see it's also in a very nice, beautiful uptrend. So if you look at this stock, right, what I also like about it is that if you look at their earnings report over the last few quarters, right, this one over here is green. This means that it has beaten earnings expectations over the last quarter. This is green as well, the last 2 quarters, last 3 quarters, last 4 quarters. In fact, it has been beating earning expectations, right, for a number of quarters in a row. And if you look at the weekly time frame, right, this stock is pretty much trading near all-time highs. We had a sell-off, right, last week, a very strong sell-off, but you can see that all-time highs over here. So this stock is still bullish, if you ask me. And this sell-off over here, right, could be, or rather this bearish candle reversal here could be a potential opportunity, right, for you to get long on this stock, right, this nice trending stock. So this is what I am looking at for this stock. So from what I'm seeing over here, this is an area of value that I want to be trading from. This is an area of support. So if this stock, right, can come down lower into this area of value, I'm looking for a bullish price rejection. Could be something as simple as a hammer like this, showing me that buyers are stepping in, right, pushing the price higher. And when that happens, I'm looking to enter, right, on the next candle open. But let me tell you a secret. I'm usually a cheapskate. I don't like to buy at the open. I usually have a buy limit order a few cents below the previous day closing price. So let's say somewhere here, and my stops is usually 1 ATR below this low. Possible target, you can look to take profit just before this most recent swing high. And if you want to continue to ride the trend up high, you can also use a trailing stop loss to ride this trend up higher for this particular stock. So a couple of ways you can look to trade this stock. Another one to share with you, it's this one over here called Marvell, I believe. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's definitely not Marvel. Okay, Marvell Technology. So you can see also this stock, similar story. If you look at a weekly time frame, right, pretty much trading at all-time highs. I like to be buying stocks near all-time high because it's telling me that there is money flowing into these stocks. It's in a nice uptrend, and there's a good chance I can make money, right, if I trade in the direction of the trend. So looking at this on the daily time frame, area of value, if you overlay with the 50 MA, you can see that this stock has retested the 50 MA a number of times, once, twice, 3, 4, and possibly back here for a 5th time over here as well. And what's key is that the price could possibly come into this area of value, this area of support as well. So I'm looking for a bullish price rejection over here, come in and quickly reverse back up higher, back above the 50 period moving average, reverse back above support. When that happens, I'm looking again to enter, right, on the next day candle, the next day opening price. My stops usually go a distance below the area of value. So let's say area of value is here. My stop loss is usually a distance below it, somewhere possibly about here. Okay, possible target again, just before this swing high. You can look to take profits, right, if you are looking to capture a swing. Right, so these are the 2 potential trading setups. How about let's look at a potential breakout setup, shall we? So let's moving on, right? This is my watch list over here. This one over here is not bad. So NTAP, NetApp Incorporation on Nasdaq. So if you look at this stock, right, it has been beating earnings expectations, right? Last quarter, last 2 quarters, last 3 quarters. I like stocks that have been beating earnings expectations. I also like stock which are trading near all-time highs, which is again this case for this stock. So great, right? Number of factors in our favor, and clearly it's in an uptrend. So how can we look to trade this particular stock, right? There is a potential breakout setup over here. It's already near the all-time highs. So what we can do is we can overlay with this 20 period moving average. Okay, let it consolidate a little bit. This is what I call the breakout with a build up. So let it consolidate a bit. Let the 20 MA catch up to the price, touch the lows of the candle, right? When that happens, right, then you can actually highlight this this portion here. This is the highs. Then this is the build up that has been formed. You can look to buy the breakout, right? Over here, your stop loss can just go a distance below this most recent swing low, possibly somewhere about here, right? So you're basically looking for this stock, right, to go into some kind of a tight consolidation. I call this a build up. The tighter, the better. And once the 20 MA has touched, right, the low of the build up, that is where you can get prepared to buy this stock if it does break above resistance, like in this case over here. Okay, so this is a NetApp, right? Another stock worth keeping a lookout for. And finally, let's just move away from the stock markets. How about the bond markets, shall we? Just a quick one to just give you a little bit of a diversification right, in terms of opportunities in the financial markets. So this one over here, you can see that this bond market is a 5-year treasury note futures, pretty much in a sustained downtrend, looking for selling opportunities because the trend is down. I look to sell. Trend is up. I look to buy. So this one, you can see the trend is towards the downside. Overlay with the 50 MA, you can see that not too bad, right? Tested once, twice, 3 times, possibly could come back here for a 5th time over here. So to look in deeper, I would just go down to the 8-hour time frame and find the area of value, and I'll say that this is possibly previous support, right, which could become resistance. All right, that's one possibility. Previously we had this one over here as well. Okay, price came in, breakdown, we had a false breakup higher, and then retested previous support, become resistance. Now here's previous support, she's still at this area of support, could come back up here, become resistance, right? This is an area to keep a lookout for. So again, the setup is pretty straightforward, looking for a bearish entry trigger to go short. Could be things like a shooting star, a bearish engulfing pattern. So ideally, I want to see the price come into that level and quickly get rejected. So see the price quickly come into this area, quickly get rejected and close, right, below this area. So again, I can look to go short on next candle open. Stops can go a distance above this highs, possible target just before this swing low over here. So these are the few trading setups, right, that I will be looking, right, for this coming week or weeks, right, depending how the market unfolds itself. And by the way, right, if you are interested to learn more about how you can beat the stock markets, right, without, reading financial reports, without reading the news, or, studying those patterns, right, you can actually join me for my upcoming webinar called Stock Trading Secrets, happening on 20th January, right? This is a free to attend. In this webinar, you'll learn, how you can generate an extra 10%, 20%, or even 40% a year, right, without studying financial reports, chart patterns, or, following the news. All right, I'll share with you a very simple stock trading system that works, right, generated over 2,421% over the last 21 years. So if you're interested, just come down to this page over here. I'll put the link somewhere below this video. Click on this orange button. You'll be brought to a Zoom webinar registration page. Just sign up for it, and that's pretty much it. So with that said, I wish you good luck, good trading. I will talk to you soon.